Very good morning to all of you. Let us continue with the revision. Linear equations in two variables, it was going on. So general form we have discussed. Let me tell you the meaning of the solution and the questions based on it. What is the meaning of the solution of an equation? Meaning of the solution. So we did it in 8th standard also. And at that time, what kind of questions, what kind of equations we used to solve? That is like 2x plus 4 equal to 6. This is a linear equation as its degree is 1, right? And we used to solve it. To solve an equation means to find the value of the unknown that is involved in it. If I say solve this equation, that means you have to find the value of x. If I say solve this 2y plus 9 equal to 6, solve this equation, that means you need to find the value of the unknown y. That means solve the equation means to find out the value of the unknown variable that is involved in the equation, right? So if we see this kind of question that we have done earlier, what we used to do, we apply certain methods and we find the value of the unknown. For example, if I see that here 6 minus 4, 2x is equal to 2 and x comes out to be 1. 1 comes out to be the solution of this equation, which is linear equation in one variable. So one thing you have to keep in mind that when we are solving this equation, if I give this question to solve to 189 student whom I am teaching, so the answer will remain the same. X is equal to 1. The same answer you will get, right? Now, that means linear equation in one variable, it is having unique solution. That means unique solution means one solution for each individual. Everyone, if all the people they are doing it in the right way, then everyone will get the same answer. But if we are talking about linear equation, these things have gone. We are now shifted to two variables. So if we are talking about two variables, that means 2x plus 3y equal to 9. First of all, let us see, as we did it earlier, that meaning of the solution is that number, one variable se dobara dekhe zara, meaning of the solution is that number which satisfies this equation. That means that value of x by putting which the two sides they get equal. That is the meaning of the solution, right? Meaning of the solution is the two sides to be equal, right? Now come to the two variables equation. So this is the linear equation in two variables. Hanji Aditya, what do you want to ask?
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम।
Good morning.
मैम आपके मैम माइक में थोड़ी सी डिस्टरबेंस आ रही है, थोड़ा चेक कर लो, जैक वगैरह शायद लूज ना हो।
I think electricity problem right now. Electricity. Just wait for a while.
ओके मैम, ओके मैम, नो प्रॉब्लम।
So if we see this equation that is in two variables, the meaning of the solution is that value of x and y which satisfy this equation. That means when we put the value of x and y that is ordered there in this equation, the two sides, left hand side and right hand side, they come out to be equal. Now remember that solution of two variables equation always occurred in order pair. Order pair means we must have one value of x and corresponding value of y. This order pair, first number represents the value of x and the second number represents the value of y, right? So to see that how to find its solution, इस equation के solution हम कैसे find करते हैं, meaning का हमें पता चल गया that value of order pair by putting which the two sides get equal. Suppose I want to see that whether this 1 2 is solution of the equation or not. What I have to say do just to put x is equal to 1 and y equal to 2 in this equation, we are getting it to be 8, which is not equal to right hand side. That means 1, 2 is not the solution of the given equation. So that ordered pair will become the solution of the equation for which the two sides, after putting left hand side and right hand side, they come out to be equal. This is the meaning of the solution of the equation, right? On the basis of this meaning of the solution, so we are to do the following types of problems. First is how to find solution. First problem based on, या first concept based on the meaning of the solution, that how to find the solution. Yes, Imani?
मैम अदिति का मैसेज आया, वो कह रही है आपने मीटिंग लॉक कर दी है.
Just wait, मुझे लगता है by chance. तभी मैं कहूँ students why they are not entering. Okay, thank you, Mani. चलिए. So the first thing that we are going to do is how to find solution. So whenever we have to find solution of linear equation in two variables, we have to choose value of x and we will get the corresponding value of y. Suppose I am choosing x to be 1, putting x to be 1, we are getting it to be 2 plus 3y equal to 4, 3y equal to 4 minus 2, 3y equal to 2 and y is equal to 2 by 3. So solution we are getting it to be 1 comma 2 by 3. So this is the solution of the equation. First solution we are getting 1 comma 2 by 3, right? So there are also other solutions, like if I am putting x is equal to 2, I will get the solution accordingly. X is equal to 5, then accordingly, and so on. It means when we were doing it for the one variable, the answer come out to be unique. एक ही आंसर होगा जब हम वन वेरिएबल, हमने याद है हमने 8th में किया, we did it in 8 and we get the unique answer. All of us we are getting the same answer, right? But in such kind of question where there are two variables, you will not get a unique answer. That means it varies. If someone is taking x to be 1, he will get y to be 2 by 3. If the people are getting x to be 2, different value of y, 3 different value. Please bache, wake up, both of you. Parikshit, wake up. Right? So if we are taking x to be 2, different value of y and so on. So it means whatever value of x we'll put, according to that we will get the value of y. That means there are so many values of x that we can put. X की बहुत सारी values है जो हम डाल सकते हैं. X is a real number, we know, right? So as we are having infinite many real number, so it means infinite many values of x we can have and corresponding values of y we will be having. That means if someone is asking you that how many solution that a linear equation in two variable can have, your answer will be infinite many solution. So linear equation in two variables always having infinite many solutions. So this is one thing that you have to remember, and you should know the method that how to find the solution. Putting one value, getting the another value, and going up to the step, going to the step till we are getting the number of solution which have been asked, right? So second concept on the basis of the meaning of the solution, this I have done how to find the solution. Second is how to check the solution. That means if we are having an equation, suppose 2x plus 5y equal to 6, and we have to check whether 2, 3 is solution of the given equation or not. This is the second type of question that is based on the meaning of the solution. कि this time this is the solution और हमें check करना है कि whether it is the solution of the equation or not, right? So what to do in such cases? You just have to think this ordered pair, and you have to think that which value should be assigned to x and which to y. So as far as x is concerned, first value it is corresponding to x, and second value, that is 3, correspond to y. So let us take left hand side. This is 2x plus 5y, taking x to be 2, put x to be 2 and y to be 3. We are getting 4 plus 15 and answer is 19. This is the left hand side. After putting the values of x and y, whatever left hand side we are getting, and see the right hand side, this is equal to 6. That means the both sides, they are not identical, they are not equal. It means left hand side is not equal to right hand side for this ordered pair. So this ordered pair can't be the solution of given equation. So this is the second type of the question that you will find on the basis of the meaning of the solution, that how to check the solution. Third type. Third type is solution is given and to find the value of unknown. We are given the solution and we have to find the value of unknown. Suppose we are having an equation 2xk plus 3y equal to 9, and it is given that 3, 4 is the solution of the equation. This time it is given that 3, 4 is the solution of the equation, and on the basis of this given, we want to find the value of unknown. Now, one question arises here, that if we want to find the value of unknown, then there are so many unknown. X is unknown, k is unknown, y is unknown. With which two variables we take it like they are given to us? Absolutely, here it is given that 3, 4 is the solution of the equation. That means value of x is known, and that is equal to 3. And as 3, 4 is a solution, that means value of y is also known, and that is equal to 4. That means which symbol or which alphabet will treat it as unknown? That is k. Will treat k as unknown, right? That means here we have to evaluate k, right? So we'll write as 3, 4 is the solution of the equation. It means when we put x to be 3 and y to be 4, both will be equal. So this is 6k plus 12 is equal to 9. So 6k is equal to minus 3 and k comes out to be minus 1 by 2. So this is the third application of the meaning of the solution. That solution is given and we have to find the value of the unknown contained in the equation, right? So these are the 3 applications of the meaning of the solution of the equation. So one thing you have to remember, that linear equation in 2 variables having infinitely many solutions, and linear equation in 1 variable, it is always having your unique solution, right? Then we have done graph of the equation. Next concept, graph of the equation. We know that in mathematics, every concept is having its graphical or symmetrical representation. In the same way, the linear equation in 2 variables, it is having its graphical representation as well. Let us see what that graphical representation is and how to draw the graph. Suppose we are having a linear equation. Let us take a simple expression, x plus y is equal to 9, and we have to draw the graph. We know that graph is made by the points, right? If we want to make a graph on a graph paper, we need points. We need points means points in the ordered pair, right? And to find points, we need solution, right? So it means through this, we will make a table which consists of the solution of this equation. We will plot those solutions on the graph and we will get the graphical representation of this equation. So let us make a table. Table consists of value of x and corresponding value of y. And whenever we have to draw the graph of an equation, at least 4 points will arrange, right? So let us start with x and y. Taking the value of x to be 1, you put x to be 1 and y you are getting to be 8. Taking x to be 2, then you are getting y to be 7, 3 and then 6, 4, then 5. Some of the students, they do it like this only, orally. They put the value and they make the table as it like. And other, what they do, they show the calculations as well. वो क्या करते हैं कि यहाँ पे calculation show कर देते हैं कि x को ये put किया y है. Hardly matters if you skip the calculating part, it hardly matters. But table is to be made must. Table आपने जरूर करना है, right? So let us plot these points to get the graphical representation of linear equation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first point is 1, 8. 1, 8. Second is 2, 7. Third is 3, 6. Then 4, 5. So this is a straight line. That means you will never get a curve when the linear equation in two variables is there. We'll always get a straight line. So let us make some observation regarding this graph. So the first observation that we are looking at, that every solution of the equation, this is 1, 8 point and I have plotted it like this, 1, 8, then 2, 7, then 3, 6 and then 4, 5. So what we observe, that every solution of the equation, it lies on the graph of the equation. किसी equation का कोई भी solution होगा, it always lies on the graph of the equation. So as you see, and vice versa. If a point lies on the graph, it will be the solution of the equation. Both are true statement, that solution lies on the graph and the point which lies on the graph is the solution of the equation, right? And secondly, whenever you will draw the graph of the linear equation in two variable, you get a straight line. I just want to say straight line doesn't mean that it horizontal, vertical. That is a particular case we'll discuss afterwards. But always a straight line. You'll never get a curve like this. आपको कभी इस तरह का curve नहीं मिलेगा. This is but sure, right? चलिए, let us start with the next concept. One question I would like to take, exercise 4.3. I think that is second question, 4.3. Hanji. Give the equation of two lines passing through the point 214. Give equations of two lines passing through the points 9th series. The strength never goes down, but 9th AB. What you people think and how you deal with your subject, I don't know. Because in your class, the students, they are thinking that we are masters ourselves. We want to have two equations we want to have passing through the line, passing through the point 214. Two lines we have to form. So what to do? To write the equations of the two lines which passing through the point 214. For example, if you have a photograph of yours, okay, you need a frame of that. You go to market and you buy one frame for that photograph. What do? You just ask the shopkeeper that to give the frame of that very measurements that is of your photograph. उतना ही फ्रेम खरीद के लाओगे ना जितनी फोटोग्राफ होती है, या फोटोग्राफ को काट के छोटी कर दोगे अगर फ्रेम छोटा है. दो बंदे खड़े हैं, मेरा फ्रेम छोटा आ गया, मैंने एक को बीच में काट के फोटोग्राफ में फिट कर दिया. ऐसे तो नहीं होता ना. वी नीड द सेम फ्रेम एज दैट ऑफ आवर फोटोग्राफ. आप एक और एग्जांपल ले सकते हो. जब एक रेल पटड़ी पे दौड़ती है तो जो रेलवे ट्रैक है दैट इज ऑफ द सेम विड्थ एज पर द gap between the wheels of the train, right? If the width is little less or little more, then the train will definitely last, right? Similarly here you have to frame the equation. आपने इस तरह से equation frame करनी है कि ये जो picture है उसमें fit बैठ जाए. So we let us see, we are arranging some frame. Suppose I arrange one frame to be x plus y. Any expression in x and y you can write, right? And accordingly you will get the another expression. आपने इसको इस frame में fit करना है. This is the photograph and this is to be fit in the frame. So what to do? Put this in this expression. Put x to be 2 and y to be 14. We are getting 16. So ये आपका जो frame था उसमें जो photograph हमें चाहिए थी वो fit हो गई. Now this is the equation. This is the line through which this point definitely passed. वही है कि आप अगर ठीक measurement वाला frame खरीद के लाए हो, then definitely जो आपकी photograph है that will be fits in that frame. Similarly, if we have taken the expression in such a way that this is the solution of the equation, then definitely this point will passes through it, right? You put this point in this equation, x plus y equal to 16, putting x to be 2, y to be 14. जब हमने पहले put करके answer 16 लिखा हुआ है, तो naturally the two sides will be equal. That means we have to purchase a frame according to the measurement of our photograph, and we have to make the railway tracks according to the width of the train. So you can take any other example also, any expression you see. This suppose I am taking 2x plus y. Accordingly, I will maintain the left hand side. So put x to be 2 and y to be 14. This becomes 18, right? So you are having two equations of the lines which passes through 214. He says equations of two lines passing through 214. So we draw this. Second, he says, how many such lines can you form and what is the reason for your answer? Give the reason for your answer. So as far as the number of the lines of such kind through which 214 is passing is concerned, you can say that we are having infinitely many such lines through which 214 is passing. बहुत सारी ऐसी लाइन बेशुमार अनगिनत अनकाउंटेबल होंगी हमारे पास जिनमें से 214 पास कर रहा है. Why so? What is the reason behind? The reason is you are getting the expression of x and y. You are making the expression of x and y by taking the coefficients of x and y, and by changing the coefficients of x and y. And as coefficients of x and y, they are real numbers, so they can have any equation like this. We can have any equation like this because these are the real numbers. Someone is writing here 3, other one is writing here 3. Yahan 2, yahan 1 by 2, 3, 1 by 4. As the numbers which we can take, the coefficients of x and y that we can take are real numbers. They are infinite many in numbers. So we can have infinite many such lines through which 214 is passing. So you will write it in brief. I have explained it. You will write in brief in the exam that we can have infinitely many such lines. What is the reason behind? The reason is as we can have infinitely many expressions in x and y with different coefficients of x and y. That's why so many lines, infinitely many lines can be framed. Right? चलिए आगे चलते हैं. Previously, we did a question in which I have told you that this is the solution and find the value of k. बात कहने का एक तरीका उसने अलग लिख दिया. Firstly, he was saying that this is the solution, find the value of k. Now he is saying 3, 4 lies on the graph of equation 3x k plus a कह दो कुछ नहीं 3xa plus 2y equal to 9. Then find the value of a. Same thing that we have done previously, that solution is given and find the value of unknown. Here he says 3, 4 lies on the graph of the equation. ये वही बात है जैसे कि हम कहें कि ये कोई हमारे पास एक पर्सन खड़े हैं, हम कहते हैं कि ये पर्सन जो है ये मेरे चाचा हैं, तो दूसरे पल हम कहते हैं नहीं नहीं ये जो पर्सन है ये मेरे पापा के छोटे भाई हैं. Nothing difference, na? So similarly here, if I say that 3, 4 is a solution of the equation, find a, that is also same if I am saying that 3, 4 lies on the graph, because every point which lies on the graph is what? Solution of the equation. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि सेम बात है, सिर्फ उसको कहने का एक तरीका, एक लहजा बदल गया. 3 4 lies on the graph, it means x will be replaced by 3 and y will be replaced by 4. This is equal to 9. So this 9a plus 8, 9. 9a is equal to 9 minus 8, 1. A is equal to 1 by 9. Such questions you just have to see there is no difference in solving the question, just the difference in the framing of the question, but meaning is the same, because whether he is saying solution or he say that it lies on the graph, one of the same thing, right? So let us do certain questions which are involving the framing of the equations. Chaliye. So while there are the questions in which you need to frame equation, you have to keep one thing in mind, that you are doing linear equation in two variables. So don't take it on the side of a one variable. So for example, if on that day I was discussing exercise 4.1 first question and the bell goes, the question was the cost of notebook is twice the cost of pen. So earlier when we were in it, what we do, cost of pen x, the notebook 2x, ये करते थे हम, cost of pen x, notebook 2x. But this time this is to be avoided. We can't do this because we need two variables. It means whenever we have to frame one equation, linear equation in two variables, what we need to do, we have to choose two things from the equation. जैसे कि इस question में cost of notebook is twice the cost of pen. So I will choose two things. One is the cost of pen, another is the cost of notebook. So assign one variable to pen and another variable to notebook. Let the cost of pen say x and notebook y. फिर वही गलती, 2x नहीं तो फिर तो एक ही वेरिएबल रह जाएगा. We need two variables, right? Cost of pen to be x and cost of notebook to be y. Now, what is the question? What according to the question is the relation between these two? Notebook's cost is twice the cost of pen. That is y is equal to 2x. In this way, you will be able to form the linear equation in two variables. If you are choosing only one variable, then you will not be able to form the equation. So, कभी भी एक variable पे हमने rely नहीं रहना, because our chapter is linear equation in two variables. Same here as we done the question of the taxi fare. Taxi fare in the city is as follows. For first kilometer, the fare is ₹8. For the first kilometer, fare is ₹8. Right? And for the subsequent distance, it is ₹5 per kilometer. Now, see one thing, that in this question, in the book, it is written that taking the total fare to be x and total distance to be y. No doubt it is written, but it is not sure that in exam it will be written or not. So you have to think yourself. So let us find out the two things which are involved in this. One is the distance, another is the total fare. So let me take the total distance. फटाफट से दो चीजें ढूंढ लेनी आपने. Let us take the total distance to be x and total fare to be y. This is very important to choose two things and assign them to different variables, right? So we have chosen and we have assigned the different variable, x to the total distance and y to the total fare. Now let us understand this through a diagram. This is the total x kilometer. Out of this total x kilometer, first kilometer के बारे में वो अलग से ही बात करता है. This so first kilometer. For this, the fare is fixed, that is ₹8. And for the subsequent distance, subsequent means if the total distance is 100 kilometer, 1 kilometer is excluded, the subsequent distance is 99. If the total distance is 50 kilometer, 2 kilometer is excluded, then the subsequent distance is 48. If the total distance is 90 and 3 kilometer is excluded, what is the subsequent distance? 87. If the total distance is 500 and 10 kilometer is excluded, what will be the subsequent? 490. Right? So why I am giving such examples? Just to clear you the meaning of the subsequent. Subsequent means remaining, right? Bacha hua, remaining. So if we are having total distance to be x kilometer, for 1 kilometer, it's been we talked about that it is for 1 kilometer rupees 8 only. Then what? How much distance is left? X में से 1 kilometer exclude हो गया. You just recall in 7th you did the how to form the equation. It was like 1 subtracted from x. क्या होगी इसकी equation? Make the expression 1 subtracted from x. X minus 1. Similarly here, total distance is x, 1 being excluded. So how much is left? X minus 1. This is the subsequent distance about which he is talking. Right? Chale, let us talk about fare. For first kilometer, the fare is rupees 8. For subsequent distance, total fare at the rate of 5 per kilometer. जो बचा हुआ डिस्टेंस है, for that he says that I will take 5 per kilometer. How much subsequent distance is left? Keshav Rikhi. How much subsequent distance is there? यहाँ पे पूरे क्वेश्चन में subsequent distance कितना है? 8. That is so fair. Vineet Roop. Subsequent distance कितना है? नहीं, I just want to know what is the subsequent distance here. Why you are saying rupees 8? मैं just ये पूछ रही हूँ कि सबसे मैंने कहा कि मेरे पास 10 चॉकलेट्स हैं, 2 मैंने बांट दी, कितनी बची? तो यहाँ पे subsequent distance क्या है? Total distance x है, subsequent कितना? x minus 1. 1 किलोमीटर की बात हो गई. तो उस x minus 1 किलोमीटर का फेयर क्या है? उस x minus 1 किलोमीटर का फेयर है रुपीज 5 पर किलोमीटर. यानी कि अगर एक कॉपी 5 रुपीज की है तो 10 कॉपीज 50 रुपीज की. इफ सब्सिक्वेंट डिस्टेंस x minus 1 है टोटल, जैसे कि आप इसको 9 सपोज यू आर टेकिंग इट टू बी 9, दिस इज 9 किलोमीटर एंड फॉर दिस 9 किलोमीटर पर किलोमीटर रेट इज 5. तो फॉर दिस 9 किलोमीटर कितना हो जाएगा? 45. अब आ जाओ दोबारा x पे. इफ द सब्सिक्वेंट डिस्टेंस इज x minus 1 एंड पर किलोमीटर इज 5 रुपीज, तो कितना हो जाएगा इसका टोटल? 5 into x minus 1. देखो जब डिजिट्स की बात आती है तो 1 मिनट में क्लिक कर जाता है, और जब वेरिएबल्स में आता है तो हमारी आंखें ऐसे ऐसे होने लगती है ना. आई एम सेइंग 9 किलोमीटर एट द रेट ऑफ 5 पर यू से 45, राइट? एंड आई एम सेइंग x minus 1 किलोमीटर एट द रेट ऑफ 5, कितना आएगा बच्चे? 1 मिनट. 9 किलोमीटर डिस्टेंस, 5 रुपीज पर किलोमीटर, कितनी मनी पे करेगा? 45. 10 किलोमीटर डिस्टेंस एंड 2 पर किलोमीटर, 7 किलोमीटर डिस्टेंस एंड 3 रुपीज पर किलोमीटर. Then x minus 1 kilometer distance at the rate of rupees 5. 5 into x minus 1. So easy. It's as easy as that. So it is 5 into x minus 1. 5 into x minus 1 subsequent का हुआ and first kilometer का कितना हुआ? 8. अब मैं आपसे पूछूं कि टोटल कितना हुआ? 40 into x minus 1. अच्छा, इसको मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हो आप? एक फर्स्ट आपने पेन खरीदा वो 10 रुपीज का आया, ठीक है, बाकी के पेन आपने खरीदे वो 50 रुपीज के आए, तो टोटल कितने पे किए? 10 इंटू 50 कितने? इतनी बात नहीं आ रही, एक मिनट, एक पेन खरीदा 10 का, बाकी के 5 पेन खरीदे 50 के, टोटल कितनी मनी पी की शॉपकीपर को? 260। कितने कंफ्यूज लोग हो आप। One pen you are purchasing with rupees 10 and rest of the pen you are purchasing with rupees 50. How much you pay to shopkeeper? पेन नंबर ऑफ पेन्स तो भूल ही जाओ, एक पेन खरीदा उसको आपको 10 दे दिए, बाकी जितने भी खरीदे आपने 50, उसने बोला 50 के हैं, टोटल कितनी मनी पे करके आओगे? 60। तो सेम इज हियर, इफ फॉर फर्स्ट किलोमीटर इज 8, फॉर द सब्सिक्वेंट इज दिस, टोटल कितना हो जाएगा बोलो? 8 plus 5 into x minus 1. This will be the total fare. So total fare is equal to x plus 8 plus 5 into x minus 1. We'll continue tomorrow. So here I'm going to end the meeting for the day.